prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble.
Musical my boy up on the map.
Yeah. What's good, guys? Your boy, you're gonna have me back in for another Hangover show live. It's Monday. Yeah, man. Me and Ends are back in the cup, bruv. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Come on, bruv. Militant Mondays, bruv. You know what time it is, bruv. You get me?
Feeling it, bro. I'm energized,
Yeah.
man. Woke up feeling good, man. I can't lie, man.
Hey, man, you're not ready, man. Martin Luther Savage, bruv, and Enderman X, bruv. We're here, bruv. You know what time it is, bruv. Activism is activated, bruv. I've had enough, bruv. But yeah, man, big up to everyone inside. Anyone who comes along later, big up to you as well. Yeah, man, it's Hangover, innit? We're going to chop it up, bruv. We've got transfers to talk about. Not much transfers, really. You know, regular transfer news. You already know that I don't really care. I don't really care about the transfers like that. You know what I mean? Not the people want to hear, you know what I mean? But I don't really. So we'll chop up. We've got a couple of topics and that. It's in the title of the video. It's in the thumbnail of the video. It is what it is, bruv. Fake outrage, bruv. We're going to chop it up. A couple of different segments and that. You know what I mean? We got to talk about the untalkable, bruv. You know what I mean? The ones what no one wants to talk about. Because certain things have happened big in the news, bigger than certain transfers and that. But everyone just seems to ignore that Don is free. I don't know. But I'll take the bullet. Hands up, don't shoot. I'll speak on it, bro. Yeah, you can't. Yeah, I can't be suppressed online, bro. I can't be cancelled, bro. People need to realize that. So it is what it is, man. So we're gonna get into a couple topics and that. But listen, I hope everyone's good, innit? Yeah, I mean, I hope everyone's taking care of themselves, hydrated, good food, push-ups and that. Man, them, you have to be a man right now, bro. They're after us, bro. They're trying to take the masculinity away, bro. They want us to be feminine. Estrogen's high, testosterone's low. We can't have it. But that's probably for another day, bro. You get me? Yes. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, big up to big up to Captain Cell, big up to Redbird and that. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. Redbird said Mendy should sue the bitch. Yeah, bro. Listen, let's get into the Benjamin still. The curious case of Benjamin Mendy, bro. Not Benjamin Button, not to be confused with Brad Pitt's character that reversed in time. Listen, the man Benjamin Mendy is free, bro. He's free from prison. 2-year case.
Speak.
Suspended from his team.
Say
Then
it.
released.
Say
No
it.
money. Man
Say
had to
it.
sell his house. Sell his cars.
Yes.
People cut him off. No women want to talk to him.
Oh, shit.
Where's Pep? Treble gone. Didn't get it. He missed it by a year, bruv. If he stayed, if they kept his contract, he would have had another treble. You know what I mean? This is messed up, bruv. They've ruined his career, bro. And we know that, like, the stigma of what he's been charged with, what he was charged with, and now his boss case is it's very rarely that it leaves the person, because even entering football stadiums and stuff like that, whether you know the government's cleared him of his charges, the criminal system's cleared him of his charges as a free man. When you go to football matches, fans will make chants and sing songs and stuff like that. But at least prior, when people sing songs, it's over speculation. And these like really took 2 years off a man's life, bro. They COVID a man's life, bro. They did what COVID did to everyone. They took 2 years off his life, bro. And I'm a bit disappointed. In fact, I'm a lot disappointed with most of the content creators. I'll leave the word most and not all, because I haven't searched everyone to see, you know what I mean? So, but for everyone who likes to do the chatty patty thing day in, day out, for everyone who's got all the hype for Hendo and Fab, like this is a bigger story, bro. This is the biggest story in football, bro. A man got charged for sexual assault, bro. 6 women, bro. What, bro? And then, like, yo, they're not going to prison. They didn't get named in the papers. We don't know who they are, bro. They could be in everyone's Twitter accounts and following you on Instagram. You don't know, bro. What about that? What about the next victim to those women, bro? How about that? If they're victims, oh yeah, they said this, believe all women. No. You not told us innocent until proven guilty. That's on both sides, bro. We don't know if you're telling the truth. We don't know if you're lying. Let's take it to trial and find out. He gets convicted of it. He loses parts of his life and that. I wouldn't be surprised if those women got paid anyway to talk about stuff. Now it's all over. When's the trial for the for them women? When's that coming up? When are they getting locked up? When are we going to see their names in the newspapers? What about all the man them that are going to end up talking to these women, Because they're probably fired, bro. They were with Mendy, bro. They're probably
Yeah.
fired. So what about these man? Then we try slipping DMs and that, thinking that you found yourself a nice one, bro. You know what I mean? Find yourself a bit of chocolate, a bit of caramel, snow bunnies and that. Yeah, bruv. All of them, bruv. No discrimination. You don't even know who it is. You want to bet? Do you want, bruv? I almost guarantee you that one of those women out of the 6 or 7 will be with another footballer at some point, bruv, and nobody's gonna know. It stinks, bruv. I said what I said. Ends. Take it away, man.
Hey, listen. Great intro to the show, man. For real, man. I feel like we're letting the man them down now, man. This is a crime against masculinity, bro. Like, how can you do this to a man? Make him serve, 3 years of his footballing career. Just throwing away 3 years of your life like it didn't exist. Just 3 years. In that meantime, he could have been winning trophies. At the time, he was one of the best left backs in the world in terms of from an attacking sense. Anyway, he was one of Man City's better players. French squad could have helped them to a World Cup or Euros, whatever it may be.
That's a fact.
Premier League, as you mentioned, the Champions League, he could have won. Could have made some bonuses in that time, contracts, lost sponsorships, and no one seems to want to cover this. Everyone just wants to be tight-lipped about it. No one wants to hold these people accountable that put this man behind bars. At the start, I thought, he's rich. He'll just be maybe at home, you know, maybe a little tag on the leg. Nah, bro, this man was in prison, bro. I was like, nah.
In prison, bro.
In prison for something he did not do. And now, wrongly convicted, bus case, as you would want to put it. And no one wants to cover it. No one wants to talk about it. Where's the outrage, man? Where is the outrage for this?
Where is it, bro? Where is the outrage? And where are you content creators, bro? Where are you, bro? Are you not bored of doing FSG versus Klopp videos, bro? Is no one bored of Hendo going, Fab going, is Thiago going? You're not bored, bro. You've had this. You all had the same thumbnails for the last 3 weeks, bro. You spoke more about Thuram and Kone, who's not a Liverpool player, by the way, than you have about Mendy. I don't blame everyone for not speaking before the fact. That's the right thing to do. Wait for the facts to come out, see what everything happens, say you weren't on it, but all of a sudden, nobody wants to talk about it, bro. And it doesn't make any sense, bro. Bro, I'm just thinking, like, everyone's excuse because everyone thinks they've had football and money for some fucking reason. Oh, but he's got money, so he'll be all right. What? Did you not hear what I said? He sold his property and he sold his cars, bruv. If he had that much money, he would have gave the properties and his cars to his mom or his family and then just had money to spend. You don't, bruv, not only did he get convicted, he spent loads of money on lawyers and stuff in the first place and it didn't work, bro. Man went from being on 100 and whatever grand a week to £4 a day in prison, bro, on Servery and that, on C Block and that, talking about, extra chicken burgers and nuggets and that. You man know what it's like sweeping. You man don't know, bruv. It's not nice, bruv. I know everyone thinks it's fun and names because it's like, England, nah, bruv, it's not nice, bruv. Mendy went from mansions to mopping floors for perverts, bruv. Having to talk, bruv, man just having to talk shit to you in the gym. Yo, big man, it's my set. Oh, yeah, Mendy. Big man, it's my set, bruv.
Yeah, you can't say shit, bro. You just have to yeah.
Man having his door kicked down talking about, yo, Benjamin, give me your batteries, pussy, old bruv. Not to mention what he was in there for. Even in prison,
you know what? He might have got rushed. You know, he might have got
frowned upon.
Yeah, he might have got.
Everyone knows in prison, bruv. There's 2 things in it: don't steal no pum pum and don't touch no kids, bruv. If you're that guy in prison, everyone else should let every other crime go, bruv. Oh, you're a fraud, man. Say no more, it's cool, bruv. Oh, you punched up my man. Say no, man, it's cool. You touch women, and I got mums and sisters in there.
Yeah, long. You're getting
punched there with this. You think this man is not Adam Johnson, bruv? What a fucking joke, bruv. Yeah. Big up to a couple of the ballers and that. Depay, Pogba.
Yeah, Pogba.
Them man there, bruv. And I've seen that a few of them weren't even afraid to be in the comment section. It's all Grealish in there. Some Zinchenko and them man there as well. Pep, I don't know where you're... Pep, you're going to make a statement, bruv. Are you going to make a statement, Pep? And don't just make it talking about, I spoke to Mendy when he came out. I want to know if you spoke to him while he was in there, bruv. That's what I want to know.
Yeah, nah. And the other side of it as well, Savage, we have to look at as well, is the mental health aspect of it as well. And we know men suffer from that, the highest suicide rate anywhere on the planet is men. and this guy got wrongly accused, served 3 years for something he didn't do. Bro, how much that must have affected him to now, bro.
Bro. To
And
go
then
from the
all
highest
these
of the highest to the lowest of the lowest of society, bro.
And if it can happen to them, listen, if it can happen to them, it can happen to anyone.
And
we don't have that money to be fighting the case.
I'm glad you said it, bro. Because for everyone who thinks it's all easy and tries to listen, I'll tell you what, bro. I'm not a little bitch, innit? The memes and that were all funny, bro. I get it, bro. Everyone gets memed. It doesn't matter what you do, you get memed. That's fine. But the man them who coming out talking serious and all that, yeah, Enz is right, bro. You think it's all fun and games till you realize, in society's terms, not what I think, not what Enz thinks, not what regular good humans think, but in society's terms, he's way above the level of most of us, bro. Way above the level. So if it happened to him, I can't afford that lawyer, bro. Bro, if it was me, I'm going to prison straight away,
bro. Shit. Whether you're right or wrong,
I couldn't even. Yeah, I couldn't even like plead not guilty. You know what's going to happen? Your solicitor's going to say to you, "Now just plead guilty, bro, and do 5 years, bro, because you ain't getting off this." Luckily for him, he could try and pay, but even that didn't work. So he done time. The criminal system, are you going to pay him his money back? Are you going to pay him the Man City wages that he missed? What about his family that he was taking care of, bro?
Sponsorship deals are the ones that was a killer, bro. Because I know a lot of men said, well, you know, we don't want to tie ourselves to you because of the name. And I'm like, bro, what happened to, you know, innocent until proven guilty? What's happened to that? Like, look, I'm not saying every man out here ain't committed a crime that they should serve their time for. But if you go to court, you do your due diligence and you get convicted, cool, that's down to you. And if you're proven innocent, what then happens then, bro? What happens to all my sponsorship that I had anyway? Do you guys reimburse me for what happens? Because now that name, you know what I mean, assaulting women and that's going to stick to him. No matter what he now does, it will stick to him. Regardless of whatever field he goes into now, it's going to stick to him.
If I'm correct, didn't eventually Ched Evans got released, didn't it?
Yeah, he got released.
It doesn't matter what stage.
Who took a chance on him again? There was one club that took a chance.
Yeah, he does play in League One, I think. But the thing is, it doesn't matter, bro.
No one took a chance. Everyone's like, nah.
As soon as he goes on the pitch and goes to take a corner, bro, it don't matter that you're not guilty anymore, bro. That's what you done. This is what people have made their mind up, bro. And this is what I'm saying. If your thing is going to be to protect the potential victims, which is every single time women without fail, then surely you just protect what the whole thing's going on until we find out who's guilty and who's telling the truth on that. And then when we find out the woman's lying, lock her up, bruv. Standard. I don't care if she's as rich as Mendy, bro. Lock her up. Also, bruv, Gylfi Sigurdsson, bruv, the charge what he got,
Gylfi Sigurdsson does not exist on this planet no more because I've never seen a complete erase. You know when in Men in Black when Will Smith goes and goes, I'm gonna join them, just erase man's everything, identity gone, bro. One day all I heard was this is what happened, and a man just does not exist anymore. Like I was like, bro, how can you wipe man off the planet that quick?
He doesn't exist, bro.
He doesn't exist. I don't even know where he is.
He's retired from football. I don't know where, bro. For all, bro, my guess is that he just went back to Iceland, bro, and said, "Fuck it, bro," because that, bro, for what they charged him for was with kids, bro. So I'm saying, safe in it. You're gonna put this out there for people to know. We know that the newspapers ain't doing it for the embetterment of like society, bro. They just want clicks. But it will help because we know now when we don't mess with Gylfi if this is the case, bro. Where was the press when he got found not guilty, bro? I didn't even know he wasn't guilty. I had to search it myself. One day I was sitting there and I was like, hold on a minute. Man got locked up for this, then surely there's got to be some information on it. Seen it, not guilty, no charges. So man just, and bruv, he was like, when he was at Everton, he was like their best player.
Bro, he was a cold footballer, man. And if you look into the details of what happened, man didn't know the age in it. Man just hired a thing from
Yep.
So the people that ain't doing their proper research, man. They're just allowing anyone and everyone, and then he suffered the consequences of it. Cool. Some people will say, well, that's your choice. You decide to go down that, but he's not going down that route for knowingly that these people are not a certain age. He just, bro. Oh no, man said I could have named bare of a man that uses services as well, but he didn't name no one. He needs to, bro. He should have dropped those names still.
Because the thing is, if that's what happened, well, then the only person that should have an issue with him is his missus, bro. No one else. Because as you said, man went to use a service that is for over 18s, bro. What, bro? That's like that. That's like man, the meeting a thing in a club, bro, and she's supposed to be over the age of to be in the club.
Because you have to be ID'd. Because I got ID'd walking in. So
exactly. So whether it ends up being that she's underage or not, I'm not. Of course, it's not right, but he didn't know it, and that's what it should be. I don't get it, bro. So it's bullshit, bro. And the reason why I put the next one as morals over talent, because we have evidence and list of stuff that have happened over in the Premier League, in football altogether, and it seems to me that the better footballer you are, or the more popular you are, everyone finds an excuse for what you've done. Facts. Or what you was charged with. As soon as someone who's not flavor of the month, or he could be great, nothing. Now we got evidence of this, and again, content creators, we've seen over the last couple of days that I assume that when everyone was on about like had Henderson and Fabinho in their thumbnails constantly, it's about football, and because the footballers, one's our captain, one's our DM, done great for us, won us trophies. Without them two, we wouldn't have won the trophies. Believe it or not, we wouldn't have. Bruv, I'm seeing, man, like, I can't believe it's a bit of a disgrace. Hendo's messing with his legacy here if he leaves. What? Messing with his legacy? He captained us to the first Premier League after 30 years and won every trophy. What legacy is he messing with? Then I send them, oh yeah, and Gerrard too. Gerrard! All because one has potential he might go to Saudi Arabia. Haven't even waited to see, by the way, if Henderson's going to speak himself. But hey-ho, it doesn't matter, because as long as somebody else with a blue tick says it, means that everything's real. And the other guy, who was our greatest ever player, who without him, my childhood would have been an absolute shit house, bro. Bro, I would have felt like a Tottenham fan growing up without Steven Gerrard, bro.
Gerrard, man, carried this club on the back.
Man, I'm questioning his legacy, bro. Because of Saudi Arabia, bro. And I'm just saying, like, it's a disgrace. We're going to get to it. I want to hear your views on this, because I don't understand where, like, basically, man, are just acting like, because Hendo's not as good of a footballer, you're just finding other reasons, bro. Stop trying to scapegoat, man. If you just don't want him at the club, that's fine, bro. You have to be rude about it. Say, I think it's time for him to move on and leave it. Don't start bringing in political and all these stupid agendas, bro. Talking about, when he wore the rainbow armband and this is what he stood for. And if I want, you know what I want to know? If that's the case, no one can go to Dubai, innit? Don't go to Dubai on holiday, no one. It's the same rules. Same rules. So no one LGBT's gone to Dubai, is what you're telling me, ever.
Yeah, that's mad still.
So what Elton John didn't perform in Dubai? Is what you're telling me? So what George Michael before he died didn't perform in Qatar? Is what you're telling me? You're messing with a savage. I know these things, bruv. What is everyone talking about? You man have no morals, bruv. Keep your regular family values, and there's a couple of morals that float around the world, what most people follow. Away from that, none of you have got no moral high ground, bruv. You got morals, but you ain't got no moral high ground. No one here, none of you like talking about, Henderson, because of what he stood up for. So what man can't stand up for something and still go somewhere? What kind of foolishness? That's like,
it's like everything you do, you get put in a box for any idea you have, and then you come out and say anything, you have to be put in a box. I don't get that,
bruv. So basically, because we've had all these, and don't get it twisted. And I have to say, if you're offended by what I'm about to say, stay in it. I want you to be offended. I've had enough of yours, bruv. I'm saying LGBTQ, Black Lives Matter, Ukraine armbands and that. This is all political, bruv. I don't want to hear what anyone's saying. There's money behind it. There's people funding it. Black Lives Matter don't care about black people. They care about only black gay people. Safe. Do your thing in it. LGBTQ, bruv. The people who are gay and lesbian, I see bare of them have got problems with it. I've seen groups against that group and they're gay themselves. How are you going to try and group all these different people under one category and then try and because you want strength in numbers?
That's what they want. Nah, bro, you have to listen. And this is what the thing is, bro. No one does the research these days, bro. They just assume and then run off of what people say instead of actually going out there and looking. Bro, these men have a big issue with everything because it's like certain agendas that are getting pushed. They're like, that's not the agendas we want. I don't understand how these agendas are getting pushed. We're not having this say, but because the loudest voice in the room gets the most attention, it seems like that's what everyone thinks. Let's use it in a football context. I've seen certain man will drag on a Liverpool, let's say a Liverpool supporter, one of the dumbest ones out there, just random. He's going to talk some dumb shit just to get clicks and views. And then everyone will categorize, is this all Liverpool fan thinking like this? Yeah. No, we do not. And this is what happened in that community as well. All they do is get the random one on, loudest voice in the room, speak some outlandish stuff, and then assume that's what everyone else wants. No, it doesn't work like that, man. It's a crazy world we live in. And then to the morals over talent in sports, bro, to your point, when you said if you're one of the biggest ones out there, i.e., let's use Cristiano Ronaldo. We understood what happened over in the US. He got, we wouldn't say convicted yet, but there's a case going on over there of a man doing whatever he needs to do. It took 3 years to kind of get this deal done in terms of paying off who needs to be paid off. But no one has anything to say about it. It's like it was never in the media. It was in one article, I remember, and it popped up on the news once. And I'm like, so what, one of the biggest footballers on the planet got accused of something, and only twice I've seen it on the news.
Danny, bruv. Even the thing that tried to accuse Neymar and he caught her on camera, bruv, she didn't go to prison. I saw the video of her setting up a camera in the wardrobe, then pushing him on the bed, then just started screaming. What? And I'm like, so you tried to set him up for the rape thing, didn't work. No, she's not in prison, no. And this is what I'm saying, bro. Ronaldo's like the biggest player on the... Bro, like, it's not for me to say whether Ronaldo done anything, bro. If you're not guilty, you're not guilty. But what I'm saying is, no one seems to... Manchester United were fine taking Ronaldo back. They flew a plane over while he was at Old Trafford with the girl's and the woman's name on it. Believe whatever her name is, Catherine or whatever her name is. No one said anything. United fans didn't care. United fans don't care about Greenwood either, bro. They don't care, bro. This is what I'm saying. If you're a baller, things go away. Every week since Mason Greenwood had got arrested, he's been trending on Twitter once a week, bro. And when I click on that trend, I'm always assuming it's going to be a bunch of people saying, bun Mason Greenwood. Can't believe... Nope. It's all Man U fans being happy about him, saying, put him back in the team, Ten Hag. Don't worry about Ten Hag's blood pressure, bruv. You're putting a lot of pressure on your manager, bruv. You know what you have to do. Now, again...
Bring that guy back in. Hey, listen, bruv, man.
Exactly. And again, the Greenwood one, it seems a bit more like, but I don't know still. I still don't 100% know. But I did see more evidence towards man was being a prick. He ain't said anything. So I don't know why you don't want to defend yourself. I don't really care about all of this, like I got told not to talk and all this. Big man. If man called me a domestic, saying that I'm beating up my missus and that, and we've just had a baby together, I'm coming out saying, listen. Yeah, I mean?
Savage, United works though, bro. United works. If you don't say nothing, there's no evidence against you, bro. Apart from, so people can only speculate and draw their own assumptions based on what they've seen. Because you ain't said nothing.
Yeah, said nothing.
You do. No one has nothing to say. Like no one can say, you said this. Nah, I haven't said nothing. You guys at this point even speculate what you think about it on the video or the voice note.
I think at this point, they and obviously they just had a baby, so I'm not gonna expect them to do anything right now. But Mason Greenwood hasn't made enough money as a footballer yet to live out his life without working again, bro. So there's two things, man. You can shut up and try and find another way of making money, but no sponsors want to mess with him. Or at some point, you're going to need to do one of them sit-down interviews, bruv, with your missus at your side, bruv. I don't give a damn whether you lie or not, because if she decides to lie, that's her problem. Clearly, she doesn't have a problem with Greenwood how everyone else does, because she's with him, and they've had a baby since. So if you want me to be like more angry than his missus, that ain't going to happen. But but I do stand against domestic violence, 100%. You shouldn't be touching no woman, bro. But I just don't get, again, Greenwood, great football player, two-footed, he's a scary guy, bro. Man U fans don't care. Ronaldo, possibly the greatest footballer of all time. He's always in the conversation. Nobody cares. Luis Suarez, bro. Listen, man, then we got to be honest, bro. This man that racially abused man on the pitch, bruv. You all know he did it.
I listen.
And man still speak about him. Bruv,
Yeah.
man speak about him in the most glowing terms. And all they did to say is they purposely don't mention racist. They say, well, you know, he's not the greatest character, but on the pitch, great. Nah, bruv, you only... Listen, if that was Andre DeSena or Asmas who was racist, you would have said, yeah, look, this kid's a piece of shit, get him out of the squad, don't want nothing to do with him, bro. Guess who had to clean up the mess? Captain Henderson. Didn't see anyone else in the documentary with Rio's brother. Didn't see anyone else apologizing for the faults. King Kenny, where are you, bruv? You didn't apologize he got found guilty, bruv. John Terry.
Bro. How
Chelsea's greatest ever captain?
Can we pause on John Terry for a second? Because I don't know. John Terry. I don't know how this guy can still have a job in football and be able to just be in and around the game when you're a racist, bro. Like I don't understand this. I will never try and wrap my head around it because I think it's wild that this guy can say what he said and still be an assistant manager, still be on TV doing whatever, and just be cushy, bro. Like everyone else would have been cancelled by now. So, in terms of the morals over talent, bro,
too good. John Terry is too good of a footballer for everyone to care. Because that's what happens, bro. Because I'll tell you something, bro. If Salah said something salacious right now, man are trying to support Salah. Like, nah, Salah never said that. Even if you all cynically, right? And this is what I'm saying, bro. This is why it's best not to do the moral, like, fake outrage thing. Because okay, you are all getting away with it because no one's calling you out. I will call all these out. I don't give a shit, bro. I was watching man talk on their channels and that. Everyone doing the, like, I'm like, bro, our morals only allow us to go so far in life, bro, because things were around before we were born, bro. So we're born into certain things. Unless you decide to be educated very early and are happy to take yourself away from certain things, well, then you're gonna have to deal with some things, innit? And that's just how it is. Then you have the regular morals, what everyone agrees with, bro. Because I'm sorry, bro, Nike is still making their stuff in sweatshops, bro. Whether you like to believe it or not. And Adidas still got founded off Nazis, bro. Hugo Boss was still making uniforms for Nazis, bro. And all these are still wearing the stuff. And then for everyone who is homophobic, bro, I'll let you know this, innit? For all you guys, actually, I don't even know if homophobic is the right word. I know that people use it because it's the trigger word and that. But phobia means you're scared of something. Ain't no one scared of no gay people, bro. So that's one thing. But for people who are prejudiced against gay people, because I don't wake up every morning having a problem with gay people, I really couldn't give a damn, bro. I really couldn't give a damn.
Everyone do what they need to do.
They're just people. They're just people who do stuff in their private life that I wouldn't do. Standard, whatever, do your thing, innit? But all I'm saying is everyone who has an issue with them, you might want to stop wearing designer clothes, bruv. Because all of them are gay, bruv. All of them. Calvin, Hugo, Gucci, all gay, bruv. All of them. There's not one. Name me, bruv. There's about 3 who ain't gay, bruv. I'm being... Tommy Hilfiger, I think, is the only one not gay, bruv. And ain't no one wearing Tommy Hilfiger like that anymore, bruv. All the rest are gay, bruv. So stop it, bruv. It's ridiculous, bruv. I've had enough. And the reason why I brought Suarez, because it's a Liverpool guy, so man can't try and do the, you being... No, I'm not being biased, bro. Stan Collymore, man still call him a ledge. Did he not fly kick Eureka Johnson in the back of the head? In a pub, in front of everyone. He did. Then he carried on kicking her in the head. Talking about, I walked in and she had a Scotland top on. I couldn't handle it, so I flew over the bar. And everyone's still showing Stan Collymore's goal versus Newcastle in the 4-3. Oh, yeah. Great player he was. What? Why is he not cancelled? Exactly, bro. Because he was a baller, bro.
Yeah.
You know who Liverpool fans don't talk about? Nobody talks about Flanagan, bro. You know why? Weren't that good. Fly kicked his missus in the back. Weren't that good. So we say, yeah, get him out of here, bro. And that's it, bro. The morals ain't moraling, bro. It's a shambles, bro. It's a shambles, bro. And now content creators don't want to make no videos, bro. But just know that after we drop this video, all of a sudden, everyone's gonna be like, yeah, I was planning a video the whole time because are you man scared to talk? Bro, I'm not scared to talk about these things because I know my character, I know your character, bro. I haven't got a hateful bone in my body, bro. I mean, yeah, I hate half of the planet, kind of. You know what I mean? They don't all need to be on a Thanos thing, bro. But realistically, I don't care. I don't care, bro. I care about man pushing agendas. I care about, like, stop forcing stuff into things, bro, that don't need to be there, innit? Let Henderson, if he's gonna leave and go to Saudi Arabia, he's gonna leave and go to Saudi Arabia to play football, bruv. Yeah, stop telling me, because he's going because of this. Maybe it's not that, bruv. Because
Savage, they need to stop this on the fence thing, bro. Listen,
they do. And they don't get. Sorry, let me just quick. Everyone in the chat, I'm saving all your messages in it, so I'll get to them at the end. I'm not ignoring anyone at all, but we're vibing in it. So
love for everyone in there as well.
Yeah, big up to everyone in the chat.
The one I don't like is prove me wrong. What do you mean prove you wrong? They will go, I don't like this player. He's dog shit. Doesn't do this. Doesn't do that. Can't do this. Can't do that. I don't like him. Get him out my team. And then in the same breath, oh no, he needs to prove me wrong. I don't mind being wrong. What? Shut up, man. You can't. I do not like people that tries to sit in the middle of the fence. Bro, it's either you don't want the player or you do want the player. One of the two. Yeah. You can't have it both ways. Then hold your hand up. Oh yeah, see, I was right. No. You're just doing it because you don't want people to turn against you. Bro, pick your side of the fence, bro. In any argument you have, you can't sit in the middle of it. So if you don't like a player, let's use Darwin Núñez for one. If you don't like him, do not celebrate his success when he has it on the football pitch. If you don't want him, you don't think he's great, you don't think he can score goals, that's your opinion. No problem. Have it. Sit on that side. Cool. If you love the guy and you think he's going to be great in the future, you think he can score goals, sit on that side of the fence. Cool. And enjoy it, bro. But none of this sitting in the middle of the fence and then trying to pretend like, oh, nah, I don't rate him, but I rate him. Like, bro, you can't not rate him and then rate him. Savage, imagine I turn around and say to you, bro, I rate you, but I don't rate you. You'll be like, what the fuck?
Mad. That's a wild thing to say still.
Yeah. You'll be like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? What do you mean you don't rate me, but you rate me? What? That's so loaded, bro. Like, nah, man, choose your side, man. A man needs to prove you wrong. Who are you for a footballer to prove you wrong?
Yeah. People really think that Trent turned up to preseason like he's gonna prove everyone. Trent don't care, bro. Trent needs to prove to himself.
He needs to show me. Show you what, bro?
Yeah, that's the quote, isn't it? He needs to show me what he can do before. He doesn't need to show you anything, bro.
This guy's been working his whole life since he was 6, bro, in the academy, grinding his whole way through, get to become a professional football player, and then somehow along the line, one of his things on his vision board is, oh, I need to prove to my man that I'm a good enough player. Bro, shut the hell up, man.
It's the arrogance of some humans, man. They really believe that their importance is higher than it is. So if you're a football fan, you believe. I see this because these men really believe. I say like Klopp needs to show me that because what, bro? Did you not hear him in the press conference? I've seen him tell journalists, "You don't do this job, bro. So don't ask me no dumb questions, bro. This is got nothing to prove to you, man. He's got a contract, bro." Which means whether he's shit or not, you don't have a saying. I don't know why football fans think they got this biggest saying stuff. And another thing, bro, because we're here vibing. If one more football fan tells me to stop being sentimental, bro, I'll off you out in a fight.
What? No, but Savage, what is it with this word, bro? It's like someone used it and then everyone then ran with it. And in every sentence they start, the Liverpool fan base is sentimental. I don't need to be sentimental.
Because man are slow, bro. And their vocab stops at sentimental, bro. They don't know no other synonyms for the word sentimental, bro. So everyone just runs with the same dead fucking word, bro. I've had enough of them, bro. Don't tell me not to be no sentimental than that, bro. What you mean, man? I'm a football fan, bro. You know what fan's short for? Fanatic, bro. Yeah, I'm a bit fanatical about Liverpool, bro. None of this makes sense, bro. There's no logic behind being a football fan. I love it. There isn't no logic about being a football fan. If there was, I would have left when Steven Gerrard left, bro. That was the logical thing to do. Basketball's got logic. LeBron leaves, follow where LeBron goes. That makes sense. This is football. Football doesn't make any sense. So don't tell me not to be. So I'm just supposed to like celebrate the trophy, but not celebrate the team. And bruv, not me, bro. It's strange, bro.
Nice. It's a strange world we live in, man. I'm glad we can kind of do shows like this as well, man, because I think the people need to hear it, and I think obviously we need to get things off our chest as well. But I don't know, bro. I don't know why we got into this space and then no one really wants to talk about things that they want to talk about. It's like, what was the reason why you decided to do social media or jump into the space of YouTube? So you can say things you want to say, bro. Like, because people are not saying the things that you want to say.
Everyone.
So then why did
the same?
So why did we turn into the same people we was like, nah, we don't want to be like.
Yeah, bro. The same cut and dry. It's winding me up, bro. The same cut and dry rhetoric that every content creator keeps using in the football space, but then don't do it like you just said. Oh, I started a YouTube channel because I just one day was watching Sky Sports and I realized that I didn't really agree with what Graham Souness was saying, and I wanted to have my own say, speak for the fans. So I started it. A place where fans can come, say what they want, and be 100% honest without, bending to the media and trying to. And soon as everyone gets here, everyone turned into Sky Sports. Bro, it's that bad that even people's thumbnails and video layouts are the same as Sky Sports. I'm like, bro, you lot have no originality, bro. You suck, bro. I'm sorry, some of you content creators. I'm telling you suck, bro. You suck. I don't care, bro. Bro, people, if your assumption is this man's got more subscribers than you, shut your mouth. I'll fight you, bro, because it's not true. But if that's what you believe, I'd rather have a smaller fan base with man them who are rocking for real or about real football talk instead of like, oh, let me go to this place because this guy says everything I want to hear. The only way that guy can say everything you want to hear is because he's not telling the truth, bro.
Yeah, facts.
They bend them all the way. Yeah. Everyone sits down on a Sunday night, goes through the news, goes through Twitter, and everything they said the week before, they go, oh, yeah. Most of the fan base saying this week. I best agree with this. Man went from telling me, and bear in mind, I don't have a problem with this, by the way. If this is what you chose, you lot saw this in the season. I rock with Hendo, but if you don't like him in the squad, you're allowed to not like him in the squad. I'm sure some of you didn't like Kyriakos in the squad either, innit? They had a problem with Downing and that. Yeah, man, this is what it is. But most man them, we've gone from saying, yeah, listen, I don't want Hendo and Fab to ever touch pitch again. I don't even want them in the squad. I don't want them anywhere near this squad.
No, it's not most, bro. Let's use all, bro. Because I've not seen any content creators say otherwise. They all want these man gone.
I'll say, I'll be honest, bro, because it's easier for me to just tell you who never said anything, bro. I didn't hear you say you wanted Fab and Hendo. In fact, I've got video evidence of you saying that you wanted them to stay, so it's fine. Yeah. If everyone thinks out there that I'm about it. So, I never heard Cav say that. Never heard Zabiri say that. Never heard 12 Man say that. Never heard Quasi say that. Yeah. Never heard Drifty say that either. He likes Hendo. Might say that about Fab though, but I'm not sure. I never heard Drifty say that. Apart from that, that's where it stops. Said what I said. I dare someone to call me. I'll fight, man, bro, over Liverpool. It's not on anymore, man. No one wants to speak up about anything, bro.
All these men want these men out, right? No problem. And
now you're allowed to. Just don't change the tune.
Yeah. Now everyone's panicking because now it's the realization of what's happening. Because now if you get rid of these men with no guarantee that you can replace these guys, because it's all speculations and assumptions, we get rid of these men and we're going to definitely get someone to replace them. And if you don't, then it's Besetic in the 6. Maybe Curtis because he's played there for England. Thiago, the man that everyone says he's not reliable. Listen to the names I've just given.
That's a fact.
And then maybe Trent. And everyone is saying they want Klopp to revert back to the right back position. So that means Trent is out of that category now. So you're telling me Besetic, Curtis Jones, and Thiago are the 3. If you get rid of Hendo, you get rid of Fab. You've already got rid of Milner. You already got rid of Naby. You've already got rid of Ox. Cool, no problem. You have to rebuild. I get it.
Yeah.
Cool. But just knocking down the whole house without a plan does not make sense. It's not logical at all. If you get players in while you have these guys, then you can take them out slowly. Next year, I'll get rid of him. The year after, I'll get rid of him. Cool, no problem, because you've already started building the foundation. You already have the plan in place. We don't have a plan in place based on what I'm seeing in the fan base and based on what I'm seeing the way we're doing business. That doesn't make sense because, and I get it. It's not something that the club wanted to do. I get it. But for everyone that's shouting, that's what they want to see happen, bro, does not make sense.
It's weird to me
to get rid of all your midfielders and then turn around and tell me the 18-year-old you said played too many games, you don't want him. He's going to be the one that might have to go and play in the 6. I think Curtis Jones, the one because someone will end up telling you, oh no, because he played for England in a double pivot and he played there for Liverpool. He can play.
Yeah. That's what.
So the same guy you don't rate, one guy you said he overplayed and got injured, and the other guy you saying is unreliable are going to be your options if you get rid of Fab and Hendo and don't bring no one in.
Well, listen, I just have to caveat the fact of what I just said. I'm not telling football fans what to say and what not to say. Do as you please, innit? All this like, everyone has an opinion, everyone should be heard. Just because you like agree with that, don't mean I do. Some of you should shut the fuck up, bruv. That's what some of you should do. You should just watch football, shut the fuck up. Because when you talk, I don't understand what the hell you're saying, bro. And you just keep saying what I've heard somebody else say on the same day. What people don't realize is, bruv, I got time on my hands, bruv. I do most of my work from my laptop, bruv. Which means if I watch some video in the morning and then by the night time I hear you say the exact same thing, word for word, bar for bar, I know where you got it from, bro. So if you wanted, like I said, if you wanted Hendo and Fab out, that was your prerogative. That's fine. I didn't appreciate you being rude about it, but that's up to you, innit? You're not gonna say it's Hendo and Fab. I'm sure if you see them out, you're gonna want a photograph. Oh, you're gonna ask your missus to take the picture, ain't you faggots, bruv. Anyway. Nah, I've had enough, bruv. I don't give a damn, bruv. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. Babe, hold the phone. Can you take a picture? Who's that? Oh, it's Fabinho. It's Liverpool legend. I wanted him at the club, but I need a photo of him. So, yeah, you're going to have to do that safe, innit? Even if you change your mind before the season ends or whatever, it's not the fact of that. Man ain't even saying I changed my mind. You're all trying to pretend that you never said it at all, bruv. So when you all said that you wanted them out, gone now, don't touch pitch again. Now you're getting your wish. You've all got issue with it. Oh, what I meant is I just didn't want it replaced in this manner, bruv. You didn't want them to touch the pitch, which means what are they supposed to do then? So you want them to stay just to be on the bench but not touch the pitch at all?
Listen, Savage, and when I said this to you, I said it to the man. I said it to the Avengers, the real Avengers, by the way. I said it to the Avengers, and I said, I want to go and win every trophy available next season.
The real Avengers.
I want to have Fab and I want to have Hendo. I am not saying they need to start every game, but games in the Europa League where we can rest other man, and you're saying Fab ain't your 6 you want in the Prem, no problem. Play me in the Europa League. I do not want to go into the Europa League and I'm just seeing they're under 16s on the pitch, bro. I do not want to see that. I want to see a strong enough team to allow the youngsters to develop in the right way. You can't put 5, 6 youngsters on the pitch against the Europa League team and think, oh, we're going to go out there and cook. Because that's what you man are going to turn around and say, oh, we were shit today. We just about won 1-0. We look weak. Then you're going to cook Gomez and Matip. You're like, bro, these men are playing with under 16s on the pitch, bro. Play a proper team. Hendo can get those minutes. So can Fab. And then we can play your new signings, bro. If you want Lavia in the 6 in the Prem, Lavia is there. He can then rest for the Europa League game in the Premier League games. You got League Cup games. Cool. Yep. You need experience, Hendo. Put him in there. Put Elliot if you need to give him minutes. Besetic in there. So he's not playing with just youngsters all around the pitch. But no one wants to do that. You just want to get rid of all the experience and then play the young kids. And then you're the same guys are going to cook the youngsters when you're saying they overplayed, they're now injured. Bro, because he sold everyone.
That's a fact.
And you think Liverpool are going to sell 4 midfielders and then buy in 6? Or sell 4 and then buy 4? We're not going to do that, bro. We're at least going to get 1 more midfielder. And if we sell Fab and Hendo, that's what? 4 midfielders gone? And this is going to be a man.
Oh, yeah, Carvalho's on loan in it, so it's 5.
Oh, Carvalho's gone a lot. I don't mind that one still because I need the kid to get minutes, bro. Because no one really want to rate him, but it's cool, no problem. He's gonna go there and kill it, and then we'll probably end up selling him because apparently we can't change the shape to suit players in the squad, bro. I don't know, bro, but it is what it is.
I think so, man, and I think like people. I don't know what this YouTube space is. I don't know what we call ourselves in this football thing and that, bro. But the pundit is lazy, bro. Because obviously a man, you can't play Besetic, it's too young. I'm like, okay, well, you can't buy Lavia because it's 90. Okay. Jude Bellingham's the same age, bruv. Now talk to me, innit? Make it make sense, bruv. It's more about the experience than it is the age of people, bruv. The amount of games they've played, bruv. Because there's some players who have played bare games and that usually for Liverpool players coming in, and I say usually, not 100%, they've all played damn near 200 games, bruv, of football. It sounds crazy, bro, but they have. Unless they've come from our system. If you go through all the players that we got, Mane, Salah, Wijnaldum, Virgil, they've all played damn near 150, 200 games, Ibu. And it's the experience, man. the squad is going through a rebuild, whether everyone likes it or not, which everyone wanted, and now they don't want. I don't understand, bro. They're not having experience. It doesn't really sit right with me. It doesn't mean that we can't come out on the other side, and it doesn't mean that the players that we've got now can't shock us and actually go all the way and do something. And that it just doesn't feel as realistic when you've got other teams that do have the experience there. Because the experience is just for them. It's not even for like the regular game. Sometimes it's just for the big game. It's just for the one game where like, yo, this is happening. We can't do this. It's just for this one game where you're away at flipping Zenit St. Petersburg or something. The crowd are getting on your back when you were young and you don't know what to do. Just need Fabo Hendo to go, listen, this is what happens, but don't worry about this. Is, you know what I mean? We'll rock with you here still. None of that. Because even Milner, bro, remember that's what's true is, do you remember Milner was going to League Cup games and that for no reason? He weren't on the bench to make sure the youths were right. He'd enter the change, and it's not me making stuff up, but Klopp said it himself, bro.
No, you saw it in as well because they panned to him a lot of times in the stadium.
Yeah, man's going into the change room and that, make sure everyone's all right, goes back, sits, watch the game. It's different levels, man. So
different level of
you can't buy that. You can't really. You can get leadership. You can get someone who's a leader, but when you buy someone who's a leader from another club, they have to embed themselves in your club and earn the respect of the players to become a leader here. You can't. It doesn't matter how big of a captain you are somewhere else. You can't just come into this team and be a captain straight away. It doesn't work. You need a couple of seasons, bro, or one season to make sure. Because everyone's just looking at you like you're the new guy, innit? So it's just like, oh, okay, who's he talking to, bro? Because as much as I listen to you on the pitch and that, don't tell me what to do in the canteen. Don't tell me what to do an extra lap. You know what I mean? But when you're respected, it doesn't become about your talent, then it becomes, this kid's a professional. This is what respect. I mean, I don't know if you ended up watching all of it, but we watched some of it together when Milner was doing the Liverpool podcast. You heard what he was saying, bro. Man was talking about, bro, I find myself, bro.
Like,
you know, kind of level of
myself.
It's like, you know what it was? I was late to one of the team meetings and that, so I find myself, what was you doing while you was late? I was in the gym.
And he said I decided to do the extra set that I needed to do. And that's why I was late.
You see what I'm saying, bro? It's a different mentality, bro. You heard what he said? Like, it's like when we turn up for the team bosses and stuff like that, everyone needs to get there. It's like, I'm finding man who turn up at 9 o'clock. 9's too late, bro. You need to be at 5 to 9 at least, bro. And then he went into the psyche of, well, if you land there at 9 o'clock, by the time you talk to me, it's 10 seconds past the 9. You're late. That's different mentality, bro. It sounds all fun and games and that until you realize. But hopefully, and I do trust in the team. My views on what's going to happen going forward in Liverpool have only changed slightly in the amount of trophies I think we can get. Not as much as not winning, but I just feel like experience is going to be needed, and we won't be able to put the experience in certain squads because they would have just played on the weekend. So it's like, can we afford to fly this guy out with the kids or with the younger squad? Can Virgil play now? He just played on Saturday. We got this game. You know what I mean? Or we had a Monday night game and we got a Thursday game. Because that happens as well. So it's going to be very, very interesting, man. We'll get to run to some questions from the chat. I'll go backwards from the chat. So wherever the last question was just sent, I'll go from you and I'll go all the way up. So we just have to be reminded. It's probably on the other topics as well. But yeah, I told you I'll get to the chat, man. I don't want to leave everyone hanging. Let's get it, man. Everyone in the chat, man. I know everyone just had the airport in their head then and Ronaldo doing the step overs. Hey, man, listen, vibes, man, nostalgia.
Rainbows.
Hey, some would say that I'm being sentimental, caring about the advert, but hey, what do you want to know? I mean, anyway. Bonkers LFC, big up Bonkers. Liverpool expected to receive an official offer in the coming days for Jordan Henderson. As confidence grows that the transfer will be complete, Henderson will have his medical in Croatia. Davo Cup. Big up to you, thanks for letting me know.
Big up, bro. Love that.
No one can call Klopp sentimental now. Hey, man, listen. You'd argue that every manager is going to have some kind of sentiment to them, and this is how you run your football club. You can't be a great manager without it, to be honest. And
when did sentimental, the word, become a negative?
I don't know, man, but you've seen yourself in it that Pep still cries over Messi now, bro. So, you know what I mean? And you think that the outburst of him crying about Aguero ain't sentiment, bro? I mean, the motherfucker got Haaland a couple months after, but that's not the point, bro. At the time, We cannot replace him. You remember? So
We
come
cannot replace him. This guy replaced him for a guy that scored 50 goals.
Yeah, exactly. Bellingham has played 90. Bellingham at 19 played nearly the same amount of games as McAllister 24. Yeah, it's experience on it.
You remember that time, bro, when I was saying to you, you brought up a stat, and then what I looked at, I was like, bro, how has he played this many games?
Yeah, because remember, Jude's been in the. I mean, it's what's weird about Jude, bro. Am I tripping, or does it feel like time's frozen with Jude? Because
feels like an old man, but he's young, bro.
Because I was at them games, the Blues games when he was 16.
Mm.
How's that only 3 years ago? We've had COVID and that in between, bro. It feels weird, bro.
He hasn't been injured much, and he's just been playing every game available, bro. Like, what was it at the time when we had the conversation? It was a high 100 and something.
Yeah.
And we were like, most professional players don't even play this. Like, some of them don't even get to this number this quick.
It's crazy, bro.
Big up Ash as well.
Big up Bajan. If Hendo goes, it's VVD for captain and Trent for vice captain, Redding him for the future captain for me.
Redbird D9. Big up to yourself, Redbird.
Great comments, though.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. How many man have you heard saying Virgil ain't a leader?
All of them. All of them. They all went with what the Dutch legend said about him. It's funny because before the Dutch legend said anything, nobody said that. I never heard. I'm being dead. I never had not one person say. In fact, more people were saying that Virgil should be the captain then, and then the Dutch legends come out and said something. Virgil weren't playing too good. All of a sudden, Virgil doesn't talk on the pitch. Okay, I'm just gonna let you know, innit? If you think Virgil don't talk on the pitch, I'm not, and it's not me taking the piss. You've obviously never been to a Liverpool match, innit?
No, people. This is what I said. The bombs out there that keeps tweeting while the game was on.
Yeah,
you can never have a conversation with me about football. It's out there. 20 minutes in, you've sent like 100 tweets. Like, bro, you ain't watching the game. I blinked once, I missed our goal, bro.
Yeah, I'm celebrating both of them. Hendo, Gory, thanks for the memories, and it's been real. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. If you, this is what I'm saying. Just stand on what you stand on, and if you're happy for them to go, that's fine, innit? But that means I won't see Captain Sal whinging about why haven't we got somebody to replace Fab and Hendo. People said they're so shit that we shouldn't even need a replacement for them the way everyone else spoke. I heard man say, just get anybody with legs because it'll be better than Fab and Hendo. So, if that's the case, Tyler Morton and them, man, step in on it.
Yeah. Do you know the way they treat them, bro? It's like, you know when Naby and Ox went, I understood that part in terms of what they offered the team and in terms of their contribution. I get it. So when people were saying to me, okay, they're gone. It's cool. We don't need to replace them because they didn't really play a lot of minutes. But with Fab and Hendo, I can't understand the same sentiment, bro. You can't compare them two to Naby and Ox. It's mad.
You know what the people are doing as well? To shoot their agenda, they keep stretching the amount of time that they haven't been good for. You know what I mean? So instead of saying
bro,
I man go like, Fab ain't been good for 2 years and Hendo ain't been good for 18 months. And I'm like, what? When we were trying to go for the quad? So what were they doing then? Just making up? What were they doing? I really want to know what was just taking up space in the squad for no reason.
Listen, I'll sit here and go, I could be wrong if you're telling me that these men weren't good in the quad season, but then I need you to bring me evidence because I saw us nearly win every trophy. We were 2 games away from winning every trophy, and you're telling me these men was not good enough. So you're telling me on the day-to-day when these men was on the football pitch, was playing with like 8 men, 9 men. Because the goalkeeper ain't out there. He's in goal. So you're telling me we just had less men on the pitch, just running around doing nothing. If that's
strange, man.
Show me the evidence, because I'll happily watch.
It's strange, man. Psychedelic says, Psychedelic, if you upgraded to Warrior now, bro, the scientist to the Warrior.
Yeah, bro. He said that the other day still. Big up, man.
All right, big up, man. I like it still, man. Growth on it.
Yeah, Warrior.
Shame we won't get to see Europa Hendo shuffle. Yeah, I know.
Bro.
Yeah, man. Come on. From one fanatic to another fanatic, allow the other fanatics. Listen, Zamiri, bruv. Listen, you already know, bruv.
No, I'm not accepting that. A man that says he preaches about war, bro. It's wartime. Are you on our side or not? You mean allow these, man? Nah, man. Bun that.
Yeah, man, I heard, man, you saying, man, moving like Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. and that, bro. You know that Donnie turned on... He was his name, Crossbone, the one who turned on Captain America in the lift. Before I say anything else, anyone want to get off the lift? Yeah, bro. Them guys there.
Yeah, bro. Oh man.
Got taken out of club's hands. Hendo ain't turning down 500k tax free, and club can't turn down 40 mil for fab. Club wasn't expected this. Got to just adapt to move. Yeah, and you know why you got to adapt to move? Because when a football club, take away that it's Liverpool for a second. When a football club's ready to get rid of a player, bruv, you know what I mean? It's all well and good. Nobody cares about the player in it. No one goes, "Oh, that's a shame. The player was left unaware." Like Milner, bruv. Milner wanted to stay. Did he not? Milner wanted to stay. Klopp wanted to stay. The club ain't keeping him. It's just the other side to it, bro. These men are like, "Yo, do I try and move on before I get left on the bench and left not to do anything, bruv?" So I don't know, man. Good point though. Definitely a good point. If you watch the Hendo, oh yeah, I watched this a while ago. Still, yeah. Makes sense, man. It's on one of those things, isn't it, where like the way you manage your club is important and stuff like that. So if the man's looking to get out of the club, then yeah, let him leave, innit? But yeah, I mean, it's not even a rude thing either. That's like if your missus said you wanted to leave, then leave, innit? You want me to argue over it and that? Now I know that you don't want to be here, then don't be here, innit? But it's one of those, man. Like me and you spent yesterday, bruv. Who was in the office with Hendo and Klopp, bruv? Because it seems like
no, we need to speak about this before you go over to the next one, the next comment.
Cool.
With all these quotes, guys, and I'm being real because I'm trying to understand. I'm always trying to develop. You know, I'm around the couple of the sharpest men around, and I'm trying to understand how does these men get these quotes? If Hendo and Klopp are in the office having a conversation, who's leaking these conversations? Is Klopp leaking them? Is Hendo leaking them? Because I don't understand how the journals just have quotes. He said that he was going to get. I think it's just man assuming this is how the conversation went. Because Hendo, how he's always been professional and kept things quiet and in terms of he doesn't really let anything kind of out there.
Yeah.
And Klopp himself as well, because we've seen that in the past where he doesn't want to do the Amazon thing because he's like, nah, whatever happens in the change room, and he needs to stay within the club. We are not out here trying to spill anything. All of a sudden, it's just quotes of the manager doing, unless he did he do an interview that I'm not aware of, and he said this is our conversation. I don't get how a man just had quotes. I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird, man. I think that sometimes they're just like, I think a lot of it is, and I don't mean all of it, because sometimes obviously to get credibility you must know something, but I think a lot of it is like taking certain things from different aspects and just making something of it, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like, for example, say you saw all the other players were out on a day off or something like that. You saw Hendo driving. It's like, oh, today Hendo's expected to have a conversation with Klopp. Like, well, yeah, it's his fucking manager. But what the way they put it on the thing is they're going to speak about this one. Really, it's just, no, he's going to walk to the building, speak to his manager, bro. But, you know what I mean? Because I heard my man say it before on Redman TV, big him up still, can't remember what his name, Neil Jones maybe. And he was saying that sometimes with the transfers and that, said we don't even get it from Liverpool, we get it from the other club of where the player is. You know what I mean? So basically, Leipzig could end up telling you something about Liverpool, what they're about to do with their transfer stuff, or the other way around, or something like that. You get me? It's like if you phone up someone and go, "Are you still interested in Thuram?" Like, "Oh, nah, still. We're gonna look at my man from a different club." They say the name of that club, and then they tell them. But then it's just a sticky situation then because you don't know if they're telling the truth or trying to use their thing. And obviously, they got their own agendas in it. So, this is the psychedelic. Politics out of football equals money out of football. It's a business. If you don't like it, then go support Sunday League. Nah, I think you're being a bit salacious there. You know exactly what we're talking about, bro. You know what I mean? If you want us to go down to the minute detail, then that's a different thing. But we know what we're talking about, bro. All them campaigns and that, what didn't exist before, which you didn't grow up on. So, you know what I mean? Some man can't even play Sunday League, never taught, you know what I mean? So, just saying.
He's saying man just got no feet, hand and eye coordination, nothing.
None. You get me? So, it's one of them. Because it's true though, isn't it, bro? Like, the new agenda thing is massive, bro. What was the thing what we had when we was growing up the most of? Kick racism out of football. Apart from that, there was nothing in it.
Yeah, nothing. And that was weird as well. That just popped up. Do you know how much I've seen that more on Football Manager than I've seen that in the actual real life?
Yeah. And I remember like all the players said it was crap. All of them said it was trash, bro.
There was no real committee or nothing.
Nah. Remember the content creators around January, February saying I would sell Trent. Yeah, they did say that.
Ash, big up for that one.
Oh, yeah, Ash is the guy still. Not only that, they said the same. Remember they did the Jota one what was going around?
Yeah.
You remember that everyone just made up? Remember that everyone just made up that like Newcastle wanted Jota for 70 mil? Remember that? Like it never come from anywhere. Someone just made it up. Meanwhile, Newcastle's out here buying Tonali and them, man. Yeah, Ash said they know who they are. Some of our fan base are pathetic at times. No, it's true. It's true, bro. Klopp needs to prove to me XYZ I'm very important to society. You're not important to Klopp, bro.
Yeah, no, what?
That's that. Whether you think you're important to society or not, that's debatable, isn't it? I'm sure. Like
that's not debatable, bro. Society. Who in society? Who is society? What? Everyone on the planet?
Yeah. Because like,
bro,
unless you are a specialist in, and I don't mean one of 100 specialists. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you do and what I do. I would call myself a specialist in what I do, but I'm not the specialist because if I die, then man would just replace me, bro.
Yeah, the only one that they'll care is your family members, bro. Some of them, maybe not even all of them. You're like, finally, he's
that's it. There you go, bro. The most thing I'm a specialist in is being a dad, bro, because my son can't replace me, bro. Apart from that, I can be replaced anywhere, bro. They won't even shut down my YouTube channel.
No, Savage. Even with that one, there still might be a male figure in the future.
True. That's true. Still, look, yes.
Hey, listen. Everyone can think they're special in their own way, but no one is really special, bro. It is what it is.
Yeah,
you can be replaced. You can be replaced, man. It is that easy.
Yeah, man.
So Klopp don't care about what we think. We can only just say what's on our mind, bro. You don't care.
Yeah, anyone who thinks the two sports in society, bro, definitely has crystals, bro. Because they're the ones that instead of doing hard work, they go, I asked the universe and the universe blessed me.
I know you say man's just outside charging the crystals now.
Yeah. Just yo, I manifested the Champions League. No, you didn't. You just waited long enough to win it and then said, I manifested this back in the day. It was on my vision board. Yeah, it was on everyone's vision board too, bro. It's like everyone goes, now when I was a kid, I manifested it, I became a footballer. I'm like, that's fine, bro. But you do know you're one of these hundreds, and there's millions who didn't make it, bro. Let's go get their stories and see out of all the millions who manifested it then, bro. Go, man. He got cassated out and was out. If he was a baller, it could have been different. Yeah, that's true, bro. People make stuff up, man. No surprise they welcome Suarez with open arms to La Liga. Bro, I remember there was a video on who was it, man? There's a video on YouTube. I think it was it weren't F2, but I think it was like a freestyle kind of video, and it was Suarez with a reporter or something doing kick-ups and that. And he was fine answering all the questions. Then someone asked him about the racism thing, bruv. If you saw Suarez's face, bruv, he looked pissed, bruv. And he started to walk off and that. So listen, answer for your sins, bruv. It is what it is. John Terry. You read it because you still denying it to this day. I lost all respect for Suarez after every incident. Yeah, man. Especially when you see how it affected everyone, bruv. You know what I mean? It's one of those, man. But then again, that's what it is, isn't it? You care about the football before yourself and that, because
morals over this. Yeah, bro.
Yeah, man. The rest of us women go back to their abusers quite often. Love is blind. Yeah, that's 100% true. That's 100% true. If one of the players move like Greenwood, I can't see Klopp bringing them back for a second chance. Eric Sevenberg is cool with that behavior. Listen, I'm not. Yeah, bro, one thing I'll say
was late, bro, and he's never seen the pitch ever again. He was late to one flight. One flight, bro.
Yeah, it's true. And one thing I will say is 100% all the speculation around Greenwood and that, but I'm not particularly seeing Ten Hag himself, because that's a weird position to put him in, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Was he the manager when this? No, he wasn't the manager when it happened.
Ollie was.
It's like he inherited a problem that he knows, right? Good player, great player. Yeah. But, bro, if I play him, I'm going to have to take all the slack. Or if I let him go, I'm going to have to take all... It's just one of those positions, as a manager, you don't want to be in.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think... you know what? I might be asking a question here what I don't even care about, bro, because...
No, go on.
Only if it was proven, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's caveat with that, bro, because just on speculation, then it's easy to answer. if it's proven that there was like domestic violence and it wasn't that there was a fight against each other, because even that, as much as I don't agree with it, that's completely different. Having a fight with each other is different to you beating up the woman.
Yeah.
There's no redemption in it.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
Because
like people like to do this, like everyone's moist up. You're talking about sitting on the fence. There's all these people always like, oh yeah, they did this and how they're supposed to move on. I'm like, nah, bro, there ain't no moving on from it. What do you want to do?
Look, at the end of the day, it's down to everyone's opinions, and you can choose what side of the fence you want to be on. She can take him back, cool, no problem. But
yeah, of course you can.
For my personal views, like, bro, if you're beating up women, bro, you don't get no respect from me, and I can't see no way back. And if any man wants to agree with that and be on that side and go, nah, you can still be forgiven. Nah, you can't do that. You're way more. You're bigger. You're stronger. You're faster. Nah, man, you can't do that.
Yeah, because
we're here to protect, bro. We're not here to just beat down.
I was about to say that because some stuff go beyond the victim in it. So even if it's like you're not the victim of it, it's beyond that because you've made everyone else aware of it. And I've got sisters and I've got mum, brother. It's one of those, isn't it? Vic's right, yeah. George Soros does fund all these things, man. Oh, that's George Soros, This geezer's gonna pop.
Yeah, big up, Vic. People, if you don't know who he is, go and research him, bro. Because I'm not going to sit here and educate.
Man, anything what's got some kind of division to it, it's him, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Everything, bro.
No. Yeah, another day, another topic. Yeah, sorry.
Because realistically, if you think about it, that's somebody with way too much power, bro. How can you fund stuff that oppose each other?
I was about to say the same.
It's like funding Man. It's like funding Man U and Manchester and Man City. Like it doesn't work, bro.
What's the game? I get the gains, but I'm like, bro, you just have so much money that you decide just to randomly do things just to see what would happen.
You know what it is, bro? Because I'll tell you what it is, bro. BLM and LGBTQ are the same thing, bro. Think about it. Both. Yeah, one is just saying like I read it on their own website, bro, because I didn't want to do the sheep thing, bro. I was like, okay, I understand what everyone's doing, but it's so smart because you've used the sentiment Black Lives Matter. So the people that ain't thinking about your company are still saying it, bro. And probably should have changed it within lockdown and changed it to something else so it didn't match up with that because you had footballers with it on their back. That's why Zaha said, I'm not taking no damn knee, bro. It's why Letitia said, all right, so if I'll just leave Sky then because I'm not wearing no Black Lives Matter badge, bro. But what you do is, if you create something like that, then anyone who goes against it, everyone's going to go, so you being racist to black people then? Like, nah, it's not being racist to black people. They just don't want nothing to do with that, bro. And it's the same with the Ukraine war thing, bro. Like, imagine telling somebody who's been affected by, forget Ukraine versus Russia, but imagine telling someone who's been affected by Ukraine doing something to somebody else. And you want me to wear their flag on my arm? I'm not doing it.
No conspiracy theorist thing right now, but all of these men taking knee feels like man are just bowing down to someone. Who are you bowing down to?
George, bruv. Soros is in his yard, just like I got the whole world underneath. Hey, why anyway? But yeah, man.
Lava splash.
Yeah, man. But bruv, it's what it is, bro. Because it really does. Just think of the logic, bruv. Oh, you're not gonna wear my rainbow laces. Obviously, you don't like us, then. Well, what? That doesn't happen anywhere else in life, bro. If you go to like walk into McDonald's, you're like, oh, I'm not really feeling it today, and you just go to Burger King. McDonald's man don't chase you down talking about what's your problem with us, bro. Why don't you support us?
What do you mean you don't want to buy nothing from us?
I'm like, bro, we don't care what you do, bro. Just why are you trying to force, man? And the thing is, I'm not religious and I don't have no political party. I'm just me, bro. So it's like you're asking other man them, which is the problem with the Saudi Arabia thing. Everyone keeps saying Saudi Arabia this, Saudi Arabia that. But what no one is saying is the things that they put in law with some of their stuff is based on their religion. It ain't based on it ain't come out thin air, bro. So then you tell him, man, you want me to go against my Quran for you, bro? What?
Bro, like some of the laws in a Western society, bro, come out of thin air.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't change our laws to suit the Quran in England, innit?
No.
Because England and United, they're built under like the religions of Christianity and being a Catholic, innit? Even if you're not, that's what it's built on. That's why America literally say, like, England says God save the Queen and God save the King. You know what I mean? And these United States of America and God bless America and all that stuff. There's all religion involved. So why can't they do the same thing with their religion and have their own rules and that? And you're telling them, bend to my will and change your religion so we can do what we want. And they're going to be like, nah, bro, why? So remember they tried to get Idris Gana Gay to do it not long ago when he was at PSG, and he's like, I'm not wearing the rainbow armband, bro. He wasn't even rude, bro. And I read his statement, and he said, I respect everyone. I respect everyone's creed, what everyone believes in and stuff like that. But that also means you must respect what I believe in as well. And that's the thing. What's happening now? They won't go the other way. If I'm not saying I'm disrespecting you. I'm just saying that's not my thing.
Do you not feel that? Do you not feel that there's a disrespect on the other side if they don't respect your opinions as well?
Yeah, I do.
Why don't no one look at it that way? Because I've never seen anyone argue the case of that. Because if you oppose the view and you say, no, I'm not going to do that, apparently you're now against that, against whatever the agenda is. But you're doing the same thing by not respecting my opinion as well.
You know where else that happens, bruv? That happens to us men all the time, bruv. If we have like things to talk about or boundaries or we have a certain way we want to live, and I'm not going to go too much off topic because it's not about football, but if, for example, if I'm going to get a missus and that, and I'm talking to her in the beginning with dating and that, and then I say certain things and she's like, I don't really agree with that. That's then, and we don't go any further. That's because I respected your decision on what you believe in. You respected mine, so we can't go together on it. But that doesn't mean that I hate you or anything like that. It just means that that can't work, bro. But there's a mutual respect there, whereas everyone else is like, do this. You men, shut up. Don't have your own opinion on anything. Just make sure you listen to what we gotta say and respect it. And we're like, I'll listen to what you gotta say, but you're gonna respect the fact that I don't want to do something, bro. And it doesn't make any sense. And nothing makes sense because at 1 minute the Premier League's accepting of like, yeah, we're gonna give you a water break and that because you broke your fast and all this stuff and get, you know what I mean? At the same time, break your fast in Ramadan and wear a rainbow armband. Make that make sense, bruv. You might as well give them a bacon sandwich while they're there, don't it? Just make the whole thing haram, bruv. It makes no sense, bruv. Makes no sense, bruv.
Just haram up the whole thing,
haram up the whole thing, bruv. Yeah, man, it's a shambles, bro. They ain't catching me out with that stuff. No way, bro. I do the hell what I want, man. Leave me alone, bro. Leave my kid alone as well, bro. You don't need to be indoctrinated into nothing, bro. Trying to raise a young savage here, man. Trying to tell my son what to do and that. So, you know what I mean? Madness, bro.
Hey, did you like the video I sent about the Andrew Tate one? I saw you had a little back and forth still.
I won the argument, but some man didn't want to accept it, bro. Savage ends Kone. One thinks he might do. I hope so, bro. I hope so.
I really want the player, man. I think I've said.
I know that like Ends is more Thuram, I'm more Kone, but I respect both of them. I think they're both great players, bro. Yeah. If you ask me in the ideal world, I'd have both of them at the club.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And I know everyone's worried about the Kone injury and stuff. Which, you know what I think? I think people are fair. It's a fair point to be worried about injuries, but I don't understand this new wave of if they're injured, they're shit forever. You've noticed that?
Do you know what it is? Because I think, and this is for the stats people as well. This is why I don't like them.
Look! As soon as you said
that. Now, this is why I don't like the stats things, bro. Because here's the reason why. Because as soon as a player is injured now, they'll go back and look at his injury list and go, he's injury prone. They're athletes. They're gonna pick up injuries. Their body are conditioned in a way to do things the normal human being can't do. So they are gonna pick up muscular injuries. They run for their living, bro. They literally just run.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick up injuries,
bro. Man, them count the thingy in it. Man will count when it says on might have been transfer market or whatever, and it says slight knock. Man trying to use that as injury prone. I'm like, do you know what that means?
Bro? No. Listen to what I've seen man do as well, bro. They'll go and get the list and then start reading it out and saying, I'm like, but did you see what happened to these injuries? You're acting like the man walked into training and broke down. Someone tore off Virgil knee. Man said he's injury prone. Said Gomez is injury prone. So man just we still don't know what happened in England training, but by the way, that took the man out of his prime. Yeah. He was England's best defender. I repeat, England's best defender before someone broke his whole kneecap in training, and we still don't know who done it. We still don't. All we heard was he's out for the whole season. What? Wait, we just sent this guy to a call up. What happened?
Bro, it's weird, man. I remember someone tried to count someone's. Who was it, man? You might know who this. I don't know if the person ended up at Liverpool or was about to come to Liverpool, but on their injury, they were in a car accident, and someone tried to count that to his injury prone thing because he said he was out for like. Who was it?
I can't remember, but I know the story.
It was. I think it was the January transfer window, the beginning of this one, and it was like obviously on the list it had a big gap, and I'm like, that's not That's not injury prone. He ain't gonna
No,
crash
no,
his
no.
car.
It might have been. Who did we just let go? He came on loan. I can't even remember now. Fucking hell. Arthur. It might have been him.
Oh, it might have been.
It might have been one of his injuries on his thing. He had a
it might have been
car
still.
accident, and I'm
like, how can you count that to injury prone, bro?
I don't understand, bro. Like, the guy's an athlete. He's played football for years, and then sometimes certain training regimes don't suit you, bro. Sometimes you have to tweak it and change it.
And that's a thing to definitely talk about. Because if you trained all aerobic cardio and that, then I put you under my weight training session, you're gonna fuck yourself up straight away.
Spare injuries, man. Calling me injury prone. Nah, bro. I ain't injury prone. Your training methods are stone.
Your training methods, isn't it? Yeah, man. And it's one of those, isn't it? So, Psychedelic says, I like sentiment in football, how Klopp is loyal to his players at times. He doesn't stand there in the way if they want to leave, like Mane, Fab, Hendo. They let them go when they wanted. Yeah, I think, you know what? I think there needs to be more balance of. It's like, Klopp's got that one thing, and FSG's got this one thing, and then whoever's in between doing the middleman stuff, because obviously they're not always there. It's not so much being over sentimental in that. It's like you're supposed to have people around to do different jobs and that, innit? So it's like if Klopp says, "Now I believe I can get more out of these players, don't sell them," and he's got proof that he's done it before, then keep him in it. If Klopp just got them there and they're at the club and they ain't asked to go and stuff like that, then it's for the other guy to step in and go, "Listen, Jurgen, you're not even using this guy. Yeah. He's always injured. We're gonna sell him." That's not really going over the manager's head. That's literally watching and going, I respect him as a manager, but there's a reason why in jobs people have right-hand man and that to make sure in it. Like, you know what we're talking, bro. There's a reason why Paul Heyman is with Roman, bro. Roman don't see something. Paul, listen. Now, wise man, listen, you gotta go.
Hey, who punched up Paul the other day still, bro?
Nah,
I haven't seen the video yet. But
Jake kicked him in the face, bro.
Nah, I saw the thumbnail. I was like, oh, shit, I need to watch this one.
Nah, bro, it's fucked, bro, because when Paul walks off, he's damn near crying, bro. He's fucked still. When you watch it, you'll feel so bad for him.
Because if you're a part of the management team, you ain't expecting to go out there, man, just kick you in your face, bro. Like, that's not what you don't walk into work being a manager and expect someone to kick you in the face first thing, bro. That does not happen.
Nah, it's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy, bro.
Just out here to say some things, wholesome, bro.
Vic says, Savage, right? How is Bellingham only 19? Feels like he's been around for time. I feel like he's 22. Bruv, it would be understandable if he started playing like professional football at 14. That's what it felt like. He's still only got into the first team of Blues at 16, bruv. All of this whirlwind of Bellingham's happened within. I mean, that just shows how cold he is, to be fair, because that's what happens to the best footballers. And I know I joke about the Stone Cold Steve Bellingham thing and that. I really hope his knee doesn't give up on him.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it. I haven't seen him with it in terms of the Real Madrid training.
Nah, he's been training without it.
Yeah, so.
But did he have that surgery already? He didn't.
I don't know, because it was such. Obviously, I've tried to stay tuned to his socials and stuff, but it's kind of. He was on holiday with his brother. Obviously, he did the whole thing. Flew back to do the Real Madrid presentation. Then he went back on, went to like a little training. You know, they go and do their little training facilities. Yeah. Went to his brother's one. Obviously, signing for Sunderland. Was it? Was it Sunderland he signed for? I can't remember his brother signed for. Yeah, Job. And then, bro, I just saw pictures of him in the training and videos of him just without it. So,
that video package, the video package they put on at Real Madrid when he got there was cold, man. Cold, bro. I said he was too calm at times. Don't rate him as a captain. I think that's the Virgil. I was talking about Virgil earlier.
No, was it? Oh, Virgil. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because I think we was talking about Virgil being captain.
All right, fair enough.
Jude just turned 20 in June. 201 games. McAllister 25. 232 games. It's crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
Big up Wolf, bro.
Big up Wolf.
Ender Savage, when Hendo goes, who gets the armband for you, Virgil? We'll probably get it. I'll stay with Virgil, I do, bro.
Yes, he's the one that's had the armband.
Yeah, you know what I'm like, man. I try and look at the thingy, and I know we don't really they don't show us. They show us what they want us to see on the inside training, which is fair enough. But I do try and look at the that part of it as well to see how they all interact with each other. Because you don't want someone who, like, when you're watching them videos, they look like they don't want to talk to anyone or just sign the table. That ain't really gonna work out, bro. So that's why every time I watch, the person I'll get the most jokes off as well, it's always Virgil and Robbo, bro.
Yeah,
and it seems to be like Robbo is the guy in the bro.
Can't lose him, bro. No matter what you say.
No. They love Robbo.
Guy.
Yeah, that's big facts, man. And like I said, man, I saw things from both Robbo and Virgil last season. Whether people thought we were playing rubbish or not, it's two different things. But I remember there was a game when I seen Robbo put us in a huddle, bruv. Someone scored against us. He huddled up and that, bruv. Said, "Listen, they can't be doing this shit, bruv."
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Thiago bid 12 mil.
Yeah, I couldn't see who the actual journal, whoever it was. I saw it on Twitter. I didn't really click on it.
Was that before the show or since?
No, before the show.
Oh, okay.
But it was like from yesterday, I think.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
And it was like, but I didn't know who it was. I didn't click on it to kind of, figure out who it was. But Wolf, I don't know if you can put in who it is, but
the Fly on the Wall, CIA, and M16, Ethan Hunt, and them, man.
That was for the Hendo and Klopp conversation.
Okay, yeah. I was watching the African guy reading the Liverpool versus United results. He's 7-0 before collapsing. Oh, that video kills me every time, man. That's a funny meme still.
Yeah, man.
Big up K.
Big up K.
We need to target. We need a target as going to lose our best older midfielders. Yeah. We need. What do you think, man? We need someone just to go straight in on it.
Yeah. If we're getting rid of these guys, we definitely need a player that's gonna go straight in. So that means we're gonna have to, and then so the Lavias, the Caicedos, they're like players you would introduce into the squad and give them minutes, but they're not ones I would say 100% go straight into the first team. Yeah,
man, it's interesting, man. Hopefully, see something in that's coming days, man.
I honestly want Thuram, bro. That's who I'm gonna.
Yeah, I agree.
Thuram is my guy, man.
Big up Bajan. I don't know how you fellas feel, but from the time Hendo accepted the offer, he was done as captain for LSC, even if it didn't go through. Now I'm a little bit different on it, man, because I can't go merely off speculation and stuff like that, and I can't go off a conversation with Klopp that I've never heard them have or there's any quotes about. I know what he means, though. I know what your point means. You're basically saying if Hendo's chose to leave, and the only reason why he ends up staying at Liverpool is because nobody wants him or he didn't go through, then you can't be captain because you've chose to leave the club already. If that's the case and it ain't about what he feels for the club, then that's fair enough. But I think if anyone's questioning the dedication to the club, that's crazy, bro. Been here 13 years. He's had to fight for his place back in the squad. And no one had the same energy for Liverpool when they tried to sell him, bro. So it's like, what? How much loyalty do you want? When they tried to sell him to Fulham, without asking him.
Man said he broke down and cried when he
you know what I mean? So it's one of those, man. That's where like the balance needs to become between the club and the players, bruv. Have to have like roughly the same energy all round on it. You don't want your club. You don't want the club disrespecting your players. You don't want the players disrespecting the club because altogether you're one thing on it under the same banner. So.
I felt he's handled what's gone on in a professional manner. I think there's a lot of like they're taking stills and saying he's upset. I even saw a video today on Twitter. Man's like, Virgil's normally more, not Virgil, sorry, Hendo's more vocal in training. He's not really been vocal. I don't really hear him.
That's not true, man.
That's like you watch it. So you're telling me you watch every video, every minute of every video of training sessions and go, you've heard, because I've never heard Hendo in training when I've watched these videos. I've heard like talking and conversation, but it's like you're just making up random.
Yeah, I agree, man. In training, they're all as loud as each other, just joking around and that, bruv.
Like what are you saying? The man just he's not. I'm saying in games I've heard if for instance, if Hendo starts the game tomorrow and then he's not his normal leadership self in terms of getting the orders, encouraging people, blah blah blah, then I'll get the point. I'm like, okay, cool. His mind is elsewhere, which is fair because obviously, if the rumors are right, Klopp said he's not going to get much minutes, which probably is true because we've signed new midfielders, which are going to get minutes. Yeah. So I get it, bro. I get it, but I don't know, man. Man are just taking stills of a man just sitting there and saying he's unhappy, bro.
That's where the agenda comes in and suit a narrative, bro. Because there could be like 10 pictures of Hendo, but you just pick the one where he looks, and I'm like, you caught him mid-motion.
One of him smiling. I watched the video of him and Robbo walking, and Robbo's complaining about how hot it is, and a man is busting up laughing. I saw the clips today of him chatting and him fucking smiling and. I don't get it, bro. So why
they did the same thing with Mane at the parade, bro.
Oh yeah. I remember that saying he looks unhappy. He doesn't want to be.
Bro, I was there, bro. He didn't look unhappy when the boss went past me, bro. But they caught one moment when he just looked like he was reflecting, bro. And the thing is, that's a still image. A second later, he could have just been talking to somebody, which he probably was, bro. You know how mad it is to be like, if you're a footballer who's never witnessed a parade like that before and the adulation you get, you might want to sit there and take it in a little bit, innit?
Because you're like, bro, where I start. You know, sometimes you reflect on a season and you just pause, you go into deep thought and you're like, where I came from to what now? And you got that deep thought, no emotion on your face.
Yeah.
Someone takes a picture of that and saying you're unhappy is the craziest thing I've ever heard, bro.
If someone screenshots our face from this video, bro, there's multiple times when we don't look happy. Because we're not fucking.
Yeah, that's
because we're not in the middle of a joke, bro. It's just normal, or not. Liverpool explore potential. Crystal Palace descends midfield. The core is good, man.
I don't want him though.
No, it's not.
I think
it's not
good.
big for me. I'm just saying it's good. It's not somebody I want at the club, to be honest.
Yeah,
I never really thought of him. You know what I mean?
Big
The other one from Everton, I would have took him.
No, bro. Listen,
it's cold, bro.
Man tried to tell me that we couldn't go in there. Nah, we're the big brother, bro. We go there and here's this. We're taking it. You're telling me he wouldn't swap the red for? Come on, man.
Yeah.
I want to put on the Liverpool shirt. Safe. Try and ask him that. He'll tell you that.
Earlier on Monday,
the bigger club. Yeah, of course, man.
There's been a further notification for Alpha T over a move to the club recently with medicals edging closer. Special K in the building. Big up, man. 2-year deal for Hendo. Looks like it's going forward, man. Don't want Phillips. Chelsea bid. That's all they've bidded for him. 75. Brighton's smart as hell, you know, bro. They've already got like a price that's not as much as everyone thinks in their head. They just keep trying to fuck with man, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Because I think that they want a bidding war in it, and they don't want Chelsea just to be involved on their own. Because that's how it spikes you up.
You need time to replace the ones they've lost as well.
Yeah. I'm not lying, bro. If I'm Brighton, bro, I know this sounds crazy. Just buy Basuma back, bro. Fuck it, bro. He ain't playing.
Oh yeah, that's true, you know.
And I'll be honest, bro. I'll be 100% honest. I'm not all of a sudden going to say Basuma's not a baller because we didn't see him much last season. He fits into Liverpool's squad perfect, bro. He was the coldest guy around, bro.
Before Caicedo was doing what he was doing, this guy was killing man in there, bro.
Another guy who got found not guilty and nobody cares, bro. But anyway.
Yeah, and that was, bro, I want to throw us on, but that was one of the reasons why we didn't sign him.
That's exactly because he was in the middle of it, and Tottenham found out a day before, I think it was, and then it's a shame still. But Song of Freedom movie, YouTube, check it out. Big up Wolf. Song of Freedom. Have I watched that before?
Is that the new one, Wolf? The one about the trafficking?
Oh, is that the one with the black and white thingy?
I think so. It's the one about. I haven't seen it yet. But
I know it's on Amazon. It's the one I was going to put on the thingy still. I was going to put it as the first movie for us to watch.
Oh, well, then do
so
that.
I might do that still. Yeah, it's on Amazon. I saw it yesterday. Who would you sign now for LFC? Right back, centre back, midfield.
Inacio centre back. That's who I want. Right back.
Inacio centre back, right back. Carl Walker Peters.
Yeah.
Midfield. Karam.
Am I being greedy? I don't mind him, but I would want. Nah. I can't get him, bro. I was gonna throw some wild name in there like Hakimi, but we can't afford him.
No, you can't afford him.
Yeah, we can't afford him.
Not after his wife tried to fleece him and never got anything, bro.
Yeah, we can't. Yeah, we can't afford him, bro. I don't know, right back. I don't know, bro. Midfield, Thuram.
Yeah, Thuram and Inacio, Walker Peters for me. If it was like, there's no budget to what Wolf said, and if it was on a budget, then. Actually, nah, because Thuram's not even expensive anyway. But if it was a budget, you already know Amrabat every time, bro.
Or your guy that you said you wouldn't mind taking the cheat code, bro. Kyle Walker.
Oh, Kyle. Yeah, but it's at the bottom of the screen. The green lit the torch with Bayern now, isn't it? So I think it's definitely happening, bro. And that is going to be the most destructible left and right back for one season in football, bro. I'm not, bro.
Speed, bro. I know speed.
Okay, you can't, bro. Even if the recovery speed of those two is ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. It's crap, man. Yeah, that's big up, Ash. Facts. We can't wait to see the Snow White. Yeah, I seen that. I was about to do a video on it, but then they said that the Snow White pictures weren't real, bro. But they made all the dwarfs different colors in it, bro. And Snow White's not even white, bro. I'm like, bro, big man, listen. I'm all for like different things in that, bro. But some characters kind of have to be left how they're left, in it. Can't have Snow White not being white, bro. That don't make no damn sense, bro.
Well, it's in the name as well, bro. So I don't know.
Yeah, bro. It's all fun and games. Everyone thinking it's cool until they start making a black shaft, a white shaft. Yeah, bruv, that's what I'm saying, bruv. Man, start talking about you're a bad mother, shut your mouth, bruv. You can't do it, bruv. Yeah, I mean, that's why I don't want Idris Elba as James Bond. And I don't know why people don't respect
Don't back your sentiment, bro.
Nah, respect my views, bruv.
No, I'm
respect
not gonna
what I said,
respect
bruv.
that. No, I'm
Man,
not.
is James Bond is his mom's Scottish, his dad's Swiss, and he was born in London. And
hey, listen, the latest James Bond film, it was a woman and she was black. She was 007.
She was 007, but she wasn't James Bond, bruv.
All right, well then, cool man, 007 then in the film.
Yeah,
bro.
bruv. If you want to give Idris 007, and his name's like Tyrone Smith.
Nah, you went for the blackest name, bro. What? Nah. Tyrone Smith. What?
He could. You already know, bruv. It's always them names, Tyrone Smith and Curtis Johnson, and them man there, bruv. Bruv, if he wants to be like, you know,
hey, bro, could he use his first?
Jerome Brown and that.
Jerome Jamal Brown. What?
bruv, he can't be MI60, bruv. As soon as he leaves the building, he's gonna get stopped by police. What are you doing around here in that car, bruv? It's like, yo, I'm 007, I'm a spy. No, you're not, bruv. Put your hands behind your back, bruv. Now, officer, put your hands up now! Put your hands up now! Get down! You already know.
Hey, bro. You know the Secret Service run out the building like, yo, he's one of us. Ah, shit, man.
Yeah, man. And you know when he's trying to smooth up the new Bond girl in the pub and that, bruv, and his baby mums comes out talking about, yo, clapping in his face. What you doing here?
What's good? You know this nigga who played child support. What? Nah, bro. I'm 007, bro.
Yeah. Yo, it's over with, bruv. Because the child maintenance thing's gonna find him, bruv. Man's supposed to be a spy, bruv. Nah, bruv. They're gonna have to put him in a different location, bruv. It just can be 007 if it's in a different location.
No. Do you think he could use his name in the 007 film?
What do you mean, Idris?
Yeah.
Nah, I think it will. You know the problem? What is? I'll tell you. You want to know the biggest problem with Idris? It's funny, because I argued with my missus over this because she was like, Idris should be James Bond, and I'm like, no, he shouldn't. But
you need to ask me why, though. Still, I don't know.
Huh?
Loaded. That might be in a loaded one. You need to find out.
No. It's not that, man. You know what I mean? Mrs. got eyes for just bad man like me, bro. But you know what I mean? But it's because we was talking about that. We were going through like a list of different Bonds on it who could potentially. I said like, there was a list of them, and I was like, Thingy can't be Bond. Henry Cavill, because one, in that character he plays in Mission Impossible, he just looks like too much of a big guy in it. And then Tom Hiddleston's too small, and he ain't gonna put on no muscle for it, and he's a bit older now. And there was someone else on the list on that one, and I was going through it. I was like, I don't know if they can be Bond still. But then again, Daniel Craig before he was Bond, everyone was like, he can't be Bond. I don't know.
And then you kind of yeah.
And then he ended up being my favorite Bond still, but I don't know. What I was saying is, it's because Idris is Luther, bruv. That's the reason why I couldn't have him as Bond, because I'm.
But you're typecasting him, bro. Like, let the man live, man. Shit.
No, it's not. No, I don't. I don't mean that. I'm saying like
you're doing what they did to my boy Omari Hardwick, bro. Telling me he can only do ghosts.
No, I don't mean that, bro. I'm saying that Luther is a police officer and James Bond is a spy with. He's got the abilities of the police in it. He works with them.
Yeah,
so it's hard to
he understands the criminal world, bro. He's the perfect.
Yeah, but it's not like he's going into James Bond as Luther, bro. If he's like, yo, I'm 007, my name's Luther, I'm like, that's kind of cold still to keep the connection. But if he's gonna be like a new guy, I'm like, bro, I just saw you in something else as the police guy, bro. It doesn't work, bro. What, you think Tom Holland can be Batman?
Who? Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Nah.
Exactly, because he's Spider-Man.
Now, who was the other Donny that did it, run? I was upset still, but people told me
Batman?
Good. Yeah, man. Who done
Robert Pattinson?
Yeah, man. I don't know, man. This guy will forever be that pasty ass vampire guy, man. Nah, man. He's a vampire, bro. Like I don't know, man.
What? I don't know what is this? What is this comment, bro?
Oh, Wes looking at it. No, I think it was to the comment when I said about the Western society. And we was talking about religion. We was talking about religion and keeping the East wants to keep their religion and don't want no one to come in there and change their shit. That was when that comment flew up.
Hey man, you're the 90s. Church of England. If you don't have religion in the UK, you could get arrested for thinking. Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, that's what. Yeah. I don't want to plug him still, but
I know. Joe Soros, Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, anyone agrees anything coming out these men's mouth or believe it is good for the world and accept the consequence. That's true, bro. That's true, man. It's just wild still. BLM was the biggest farce ever. Leaders of that group used to unfortunate events. So in events, yep. That's the victims' families. No, brother, I saw when Homegirl pulled up at I saw Candace Owens pull up at the woman's yard, bro. Who was running Black Lives Matter, bro. The yard was massive, bro. So hold on a minute. This bitch made over 100 mil. Because nobody was questioning it.
Yeah,
how can nobody question where the donations was going, though, bro? You know, in them situations, even though the onus is on the person who's ripped everyone off in it.
Yeah.
But you do still have to hold accountability for your own stupid ass.
Listen,
donating money to nowhere, bro.
Savage, this is what I always said. You're gonna do something, do it yourself. And you cannot, and I repeat, start just saying, I'm just gonna give there's something that you want to fix and you really want to give money to it, go and fix it your damn self. Use the money to go and do it. Because I don't want a man to be telling me, the guy that runs this charity, it's got 100 million. He made 100 million last year. How did you make, bro? The 100 million could be going somewhere else. Why are you making 100 mil? You could even have taken 2 mil for your hard work. Cool.
That woman
100 million.
She got the money, and then she had houses for like different family members. She brought as well, bro.
So you're just using the charity money to just buy your family members' houses when that's not
remember,
what you gave their money to.
Remember, Black Lives Matter didn't take into account black men at all. Do you think Mac and Sabazalai will hit the ground running or take? I think they're going to hit the ground running.
I think they'll hit the ground running.
Yeah.
They're too much of a ball. They're too much of their football brain is too good. The IQ on these man.
Yeah, I agree. Funny, because I watched the compilation I sent to the group the other day. I was watching the Gakpo one earlier. Bruv. It's so cold, bruv. But in one of the clips, bruv, he just burns past McAllister, bruv. You see, bruv.
Shit.
Now you can see McAllister say, "Oh fuck this, bruv. I'm not trying to get this guy, bruv." You know when he does that run when he goes for the middle and you can't stop him, bruv.
Yeah, he just
remember every time last season they had to chop him down, bruv.
Yeah, my attack fouls this guy won.
He's cold, bruv. He's bruv. I don't do the ceiling thing, bruv. I just know that Gakpo, bruv. He only looks like he's gonna keep getting better, and he's cold, bruv.
Mad young as well.
Ends and Savage are Liverpool winning the league.
I predicted yes. I'll stick to that sentiment. I'm not going to flip flop. Yeah, I think if we go and do what we need to do, well, look, we're selling 2 players, so that might fucking change. But if we go and replace them with top quality players, I can't see why not. Liverpool being Liverpool, no one lives. No one. Can live with Liverpool.
I think you bring in the right 6. Yeah, 100%. Wait for West Ham. You already know, man. This is the guy I was asking for before last season started, bro. But then they slapped a 70 mil price tag on him, or 80 mil or something.
Bro, I saw 90 million.
90,
that's what I saw.
He's cold though, man. But you know that it's Fingy in it. It's the AEW guy in it, Tony Khan, bro. It's his.
This guy, bro.
Yeah, man. Bringing the youngster like Thuram or Kone with Paulie. Oh, it's unstoppable, bro. That's too much sauce there, Ash, bro. Bringing one of Thuram or Kone with Paulie in here, bro. Not separate with him. Oh, yeah. My God, bro. Good luck trying to stop us then. Good luck with that, man. Make a comments for clicks. It's fucking annoying me. Same with transfer rumors. I need a rum on the beach. I'm on it.
There you go.
Liverpool are rebuilding, so I'd happy. Darwin 40 goals this season. Come on, Darwin's gonna kill it, man. I'm looking forward to it still. Apparently, Lavia deal is almost done, and we could potentially sign 2 other midfielders. Is that 2 other midfielders on top of Lavia?
Psychedelic. I need the receipts, bro. If you got me, if you have me on Twitter, send it, bro, because I'd love to know. Yeah, I'd love to see
if that is the case, then the likelihood is that one of them is going to be a proper 6, and the other 2 would be versatile.
But then, do you think then we're gonna obviously Bisetic is there? He's not gonna go on loan, and then you got Tyler Morton coming back from loan. Do you think Klopp has looked at those guys and gone, time to play them?
Yeah, I think especially Conor Bradley.
Yeah, his quotes as well. Was it you that told me?
Yeah, I read it out to you yesterday.
Yeah,
He definitely played, and he played right back in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
I think the kid has the ability to play in midfield as well, man. He's actually
he's good, man.
And he looked taller as well from what I can see from the photos.
Filled out a bit. Filled out a bit. Okay, so would you give Doak European? Oh yeah.
All right, bro. You see that clip? Men just ghosting past man in training like they don't exist.
He's in thingy, man. He's in his Rooney phase at the moment, just roaring it. You need when they're like that, bro. Just let them play football, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to start owning their crafting as they get a bit older and that. But while it's like that, you know what I mean? Dangerous, bro. You saw, bro. How long did he play in that one game for us? Like 13 minutes or something, 10 minutes. He just started burning past man every 2. It's cold.
Man dropped the shoulder and just left man for days.
Yeah, Kai Gordon I think he has travelled. Hey, big him up.
I know he's back. I can't wait to see this kid back again.
He was injured for so long, bro.
Because he was meant to get the same kind of minutes. I was wondering if he never picked up that injury, the minutes that Harvey Elliott got, he would have got those minutes.
Yeah.
How good could he have been by now? Because 2 years of his footballing career has been taken away from him.
Yeah, it's mad, man. It's mad. Wolf said Walker's gone, 35 mil. And Mara's as well. You already know their rebuild's on the path, bro. You know they move.
Yeah, it's crazy because I don't know who they fucking want to now buy.
I know they've always got someone in the wings, man. Beja said, "Bun Disney people should boycott anything." Hey! Listen, patient. I told you already, bro. I understand what you got saying, but they own Marvel, bro.
That's like saying get rid of the Avengers, bro. I don't know about
that. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know if I can subscribe to that one still.
Off topic, does Rock? Oh, is the Rock return at SummerSlam? No, the Rock ain't return at SummerSlam. No. Don't see it, bro. Don't see it at all. He's on about with the. Oh yeah, because everyone's on strike. That you see that strike what everyone's on. The Rock ain't a part of that, bro. This man is the biggest actor on the planet. He doesn't.
But if there's no one, but a lot of the screenwriters and a lot of obviously the directors, they're all on strike as well. So there's no films being made then.
Yeah, but he's got TV programs and that to do as well.
Oh yeah.
It's interesting still, man. They're all boycotting. It's AI, isn't it? It's killing them, man. Look at the names in the chat, man. James Blonde, Jerome Brown. Yeah, man. If you call Tyrone a call. Just tell him you can call on Tyrone. Man said 0060. Hey, why?
Yo, whoa, Gary.
Jerome. Yeah. I told you, bro. Jerome Johnson is such, bro. Them names, bro. Jerome Johnson, Tyrone Smith, Curtis Brown, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, man. Hijack he ain't doing any acting at all. He's just literally being Idris Elba. Yeah, that's Fingy, and Fingy does that as well, man. After a bit, Liam Neeson started doing that. Liam Neeson's my guy, yeah, but if you just look at 10 Liam Neeson movies going back, they're all the same. They're all the same. They got one word like taken, found, caught, missing, grey. What the fuck was this? Someone's always fucking bro. Yeah, all the same movie, bro.
Liam just making the same goddamn movie over and over, bro. Just him on his ones doing some madness. Fucking hell, bro. What's the other one? What's the one that is on the train? Oh man, meets that woman on the train, bro, and then she. I can't.
Ain't it the plane? It's the plane, and not the train.
No, there's one on the train as well, bro. He takes this train from one city to the other in America, basically, to go to work.
Oh, what's that one called?
It's gonna wind me up.
Is that with an M? It's not missing, is it? All I know is that all the movies everything is revenge, and it's just being Liam Neeson, bruv.
Yeah.
And at this point, when I'm watching him running that, I'm like, bruv, this man could never chase me. I'll kick him in his shin so quick, bruv.
Man's running with a hobble, bro.
Hobble?
Kick him in his shins. Oh, shit.
Savage ends that BMR leader has a mansion in Beverly Hills, Toronto, and Spain. And people don't ask questions. Hired her boyfriend on staff with $700K salary. Yo. Shit, man. God, man, you man are killing me still. Big up to everyone in the chat. We only need the original Avengers here, but TV ones from Disney. Yeah, man. Let me finish Secret Invasion before you try and get rid of Disney.
Yeah, I know.
Secret Invasion's cold still. Tottenham not part of Liverpool's training camp in Germany. Continues recovery from the foot injury. Okay, big up, man. Thanks for letting me know, bro. So Muslim McAllister is going to destroy everyone. So Muslim Nunes is going to be like watching Gerrard and Torres. Oh, listen, man. I hope so. Oh, there we go. Zabiri dropped to the commuter. There it is.
Commuter. Thank you. Thank you, bro.
Told you, man. All of the commuter taken, run all night. The one on the plane, missing, Gray. Bruv, this man can't keep control of his family, bruv. Someone's always bothering him, bro.
Yeah. Life is never settled, bro. Never
bro.
settled.
Because like when you watch Taken, and I'm like, okay, bro. Like Taken's cold as well. I love Taken, bro. But you got your daughter back in that, bro. Now you got more problems in number 2, bro. Like, what?
Yeah. There there was a third one, right?
Yeah. So Taken 1 is his to get his daughter in Paris. Taken 2, he goes to Turkey, I think, or Morocco. I think it's Turkey. Yeah, it goes to Istanbul.
Like a family holiday, innit? They went.
Yeah. But he's not with the wife. She just goes on holiday, and then them two get kidnapped, and the daughter helps them. And then number 3, she gets her neck sliced.
Yeah, bro. I couldn't believe it, bro. These men took the piss, bro. How you just kill off the man's wife, bro? Took 3 films and said, "Nah, fuck that. One of you have to go. Can't kill you. Can't kill the daughter. We'll just kill the missus. Fuck it."
Yeah, man. There's a sign side of team managed by Gerrard. Hey, man, this transfer saga is not going to stop, bro. It's going to be ongoing. I'm here for it, man. But hey, man, if you guys want more content today, you better anyway. 7 p.m. You know what it is, box to box. But this is where you get a chance to not only drop your comments in the chat, you get to jump on, man, and come speak to me and then, bro. It should be cold still. You know what I mean? Talk about, bro. Just bring on your questions, man. And I'll say again in it because we're trying to get more people involved, bro. Like, there's no need to be shy, man. It's just your voice on it. If you want to have your camera off, have your camera off, and that. Don't try any funny business. Don't try any funny business because I will find man's IP address, bro. It's not long, but it should be dope, man. It should be dope. Join us for that. I'm sure everyone's got a lot to get off their chest, a lot to talk about. Bring your questions about whatever you want to talk about, and we'll chop it up, man. You got anything else apart from that, Ends, you want to give or?
Nah, man. Same thing, bro. Just tune into it, man. Call in, bro. Because look, I understand people are busy. I get it. But listen, it's 7 o'clock, bro. Call in 5 minutes of your time. You know what I mean? Where do you get to have this kind of conversation without being rushed off? Because we don't rush you off. We have the conversation. We let you get whatever you need off your chest, and we interact with you, and we take what you say seriously. If it's something crazy and outlandish, we will cook you on it. I'm telling you that from now. Yeah, but if it's cold and we can have a bit of laugh, then it is what it is. And man, none of the wild takes, man. You know what I mean? About you don't like Henderson. I'm playing. Have your say still. Tune in 7 p.m.
Yeah, man. Come on, have your say, bro. Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm interested in what everyone's got to say to it, man. In fact, I want more intriguing conversation anyway, bro. If you're gonna come and talk about the same stuff you've been talking about, we can still chop it up with you and that, bro. But don't waste your time talking about that.
You might see me go on my phone still. Something new, man. Give me something new, man.
Yeah, man. Bigger wolf for that as well. Yeah, love everyone in the chat, man. It's been dope. Still 18 of you in the chat. I don't ever beg for likes and subscribers and that, but if you're in there and you haven't subscribed, just subscribe and it's free. And I guess hit the like button. Or if you don't, hit the dislike button. Everyone else can't see it, but I can. You know what I mean? Let me know. Constructive criticism, all that, because I ain't a bitch. You already know that, bro. I don't care. Anyway, it's been me and Ends, man. It's been dope. Peace.
Peace.